Welcome to Two Peas in a Pod with Alien World Order.
Come get some.
If you go to the first episode of this, you'll know something.
So we are doing.
Wait, I forgot. He has a he has an intro line.
Come get
Whoops.
some. I'm getting too old for this shit.
So we are doing developer commentary of episode 5. It's hard to believe, but after 20 years, Alan Blum and Richard Levelord Gray have come back to build all new content for Duke Nukem 3D using a lot in pretty much the original tools. Now the engine is upgraded. This development commentary will talk about some of that. You can also tell that we're able to put a lot more detail in these maps because of increased performance of computer hardware since the last 20 years. It's pretty exciting. We're getting an all-new episode for Duke Nukem 3D in the classic style.
What made you guys pick the theme like Amsterdam?
I suggested going around the world to places. And at first, the bad guy, the aliens, have teamed up with ISIS. And then we thought that might not be such. And then you came in and said they're destroying all the famous world monuments.
There are no famous world monuments in Amsterdam. The only famous monument in Amsterdam is the weed number.
You wanna dance?
I forgot, there's ladies in here. Get it? Because we have red goop. That's not how that works, Duke! You can't pay people through windows! Why did I create a little poof? Hit. Is it the Dom? I don't know if it's the Dom.
Get some.
It'd be kind of weird. I don't know how they got these people to do this. Like, was this a passion project, or were they just kind of roped into it? Like, I'm curious. Because, listen, if I worked on Doom like years ago, I guess John Romero was actually doing this too! Maybe they're just trying to show old Johnny-O. Well, fuck.
Yeah, I've never been there myself, and I just thought it was a good location. I mean, a typical place that Duke would probably go to for vacation, or you got all the coffee shops. And they're called coffee shops. I didn't know they were called coffee shops.
Well, so far, this has been a bit of a bust. God damn. I just got the coolest gun. Oh, come on! Why wouldn't Duke go in there? What? Ah. Can't believe I couldn't have gotten that earlier. I like all the bicycles. We do have a lot of bicycles. Not the weed machines. Duke, you can't just destroy the weed machines, Duke. Not the foosball tables. Not the foosball tables. Much better. Of course. Don't you know anything about science? The cash register is always right.
and this is back in the first time was back in 1985, and to go into a place when this sort of habit was very, you get in jail for decades, and you'd go into a coffee shop, and there's a menu. Not only do they sell it there, but there's a menu, and there's and little pictures, just like a restaurant. Oh, look at that, that's brown. Oh, this one's nice and golden.
Well, one day in California, it'll be like that.
Coffee, yeah, golden coffee. Yeah.
I mean, why? That is so much work for such a tiny baby detail. That is, by the way, a baby detail. Why is that so tall? Could there be a reason? By the way, something they did in this is there's a bunch of doors you can kick open. Oh, God damn it, they're gonna charge me for all this weed. I'm not paying shit. It's legal, you coppers. I'm allowed to own and carry. Gosh, it's like... how is this a Duke Nukem game? I can't even go in the bathroom. That's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. We're in an alternate universe. Where, again, this looks better. It just looks so much cleaner. It doesn't look as freaking weird. Like, the lighting is just so strong. It's like a kick to the jaw. Just the angles are kind of weird, but... that's not how physics works, Duke. I can't believe Duke's gonna smoke a weed!
Whoa, that's some good coffee. No way. Not possible, they said. But it's true.
By the way, this is entirely an effect limited to this one room, which is interesting! This is the only time I think they use a negative effect like this, and it's kind of neat. But, yeah, we're dealing with one of these. Wait, I need to know what he said. That's not how language works, Duke. I forgot what they're called, but they're annoying. And all I need to know is that there's a new weapon! And a new status effect called On Fire. Oh, I forgot they turned tiny. There's a new weapon. It's the incinerator. Oh man, you know what you don't do in Duke Nukem all that often? Is you don't ever really pick up like a whole, just a fucking shit ton of items at once, you know? So in these tiny amounts. You never just grab this massive cache. And this thing they did in that one level, in the Lunar, they did as like a actual concept, and it works. And I love it, and I think it's really cool to actually did something with. Look at this! This must have taken a non-trivial amount of work to do. I think it's like per quart, so that the effect maintains or something.
Cool.
I don't know, Duke. Are you cool? Oh, I just noticed something. The lighting gets kind of weird when you're underwater. Detour, 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 detour. There's a detour, kids. Wait, innocent? Oh, that's so cool! Guilty and innocent. How did he do this, though? Why is there no character's commentary telling me how they did this?
It's like deja vu all over again. That's gotta hurt. Piece of cake.
Fireflies! Can you just die already, sir?
I needed that.
Anyone else? Ooh, the lag in this area, though, is a little annoying to deal with. He's got a butt. And down is up and up is down.
Next time I have coffee, I better add some cream and sugar.
There's something on my brain. Oh, yeah. While we do this, there's something I want to find out. Because these are new voice lines. They got John St. John back for these. Not just for the re-recordings, but for this. Red Trucks is neat. So I have a question. What happens if I turn on Legacy Duke for the new levels? Did they record crappy quality Duke Nukem? Oh my god.
Let's rock. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh, they don't. Oh, come on. You didn't have to do all that much.
Let's rock.
You just have to get a shitty microphone and some back compression. Doesn't he have a line there?
Let's rock.
There we go. Maybe it takes a while to kick in.
Steals our chicks and lives. Let's rock. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, no, they did. That's... Come on, you just compress them. Just get a shitty compression algorithm and pull them through it and just make some legacy on it. Minimal effort, maximum entertainment of hearing modern day John St. John with a lot more years under his belt crappily record it. Like, have him ham it up far too much. I don't know. You could do it. You could do it. It would have been great. It would have been like the little spice, you know, a little spice on top. I want to see if there's any extra commentary in Red Ruckus. Yep. Right out of the gates, we're getting some fun stuff. Don't know how we ended up in Russia, though.